And I'm live. So this is Dave from the Dave and Scot. Scott is upstairs getting ready for bed, or actually I think he just got ready for bed and is doing a little bit of relaxation. But I thought I would come downstairs and finish off our build of the Modular Winter Vacation set. So just going to be myself tonight. We'll see who all ends up joining the stream here, if anyone. We've got a big day tomorrow. Wife and I have got to go down to Ann Arbor, take care of some stuff ourselves. So probably not going to end up having a video tomorrow just due to time. In addition to that, I leave for a big business trip this weekend. So I've got a couple videos that I've recorded that I'm looking to get edited this weekend. Hopefully I'll be able to get those done on Saturday before I leave and get them posted such that before I go, there'll at least be a couple scheduled videos in my absence. But that's really going to be hard to say for sure. Really kind of depends on how tomorrow goes. So in the meantime, I figured I'd at least get on and get a video/live stream going to get this thing finished. And then we'll play the rest of it by ear. So Scott's not going to be here to join me tonight, but I think we can get through this. Looks like we got someone who joined us. So we got about halfway through the set last time. So I'm really hopeful that we'll be able to get it finished. It shouldn't be too bad. It should go pretty quick. So Dad's just going to get to building. Again, Dad's going to be out of town here the next couple days, or not the next couple days, actually the start of next week. I leave on Sunday, and then I should come back on Thursday night. So hopefully I can get those couple videos up. It'll be something that you enjoy. I apologize that we haven't had a lot of videos lately. It's been just a couple live streams kind of spread throughout here. But things have just been a little bit busier in our household. So wanted to make a point to at least get something out there. Even if not a video with some time lapses and things like that. But hopefully after this business trip, some time will free up. I have a feeling that things are going to get a little bit more regular after there, at least I hope. And then we can get back to our standard Scott videos. I know he tends to bring a lot of smiles to everyone's face, myself included. So last time we ended up building basically the first level of the Modular Winter Vacation home. And now it looks like we're kind of building, I think there's 2 tiers above that based on what the box was showing. Maybe a part that comes off the one side still. So we're going to go ahead and get working on that. Not really sure exactly how to post these kind of live streams in terms of giving people appropriate notice. Obviously, we're pretty new to the live streaming circle. We've joined a few other people's Google Hangout streams, and then I think this is our third. I think it might be our third live stream that we've done. I think we kind of had the first one just to see what it was like, and then the last one that we did, we started this, and then tonight. So let's see here. See if I can find these pieces. I'm usually one to sort the pieces a little bit more, but I think just to prevent the stream from going too long, figure I might as well just try and search for them a little bit, which is what we did last time. I just don't have my little helper here to find the pieces when I can't find them. So hopefully I can keep moving through the pieces. Here. Those go there. I know there's a lot of videos today related to the Lego roller coaster that just released yesterday. I had considered stopping to see about picking one up, but due to the business trip that I have starting Sunday, I figured that wasn't a whole lot of use in getting the set when I'd really just bring it home and set it on a shelf. So kind of figured that it's more of a dad set as well, and I've already got a few dad sets. So might as well just work through the ones I have in the meantime. Maybe we'll end up finding probably not a sale, but maybe something, some double VIP points or something along those lines to give us just a little bit better of a deal on it. I don't believe it's going to be something that ends up being super rare. So hopefully we didn't miss out on an opportunity by passing on it for now. Not really sure what other people's stream schedules are either, so I apologize if this is overlapping with anyone else's videos. I'd like to probably find out if there's regular times that other people tend to do their streams. Where does that go? No, go set. And then I can try and make a point to set up something. Maybe that's something a lot of the other streamers do as well, is give a more consistent schedule. I know I've tried to hit the same time for our videos each day, but relative to the streams, they've certainly been a little bit more impromptu. Not sure exactly if you guys can see the part that I'm building here. It's a little bit of like a ski slope off the side. I think the white pieces are a little hard with the lighting that we have in here, but we're going to get through it nonetheless. Big window up front and a couple little tile plates. Interesting build. So it had us put on a couple of the, what do we got here? That's going to go there. It had us put on some weird ball joints in a position that I'm not exactly sure what it was for. They're kind of buried underneath these tiles that we put up. And I don't see a lot of purpose to why they're ball joints right now. There were some really interesting decisions there. I'll be curious to see if at the end, if it makes sense, or maybe they were just some pieces that were selected because of inventory or something like that. I don't actually know how, relative to some of the hidden pieces, Lego goes about selecting their, selecting which ones to include in the sets, but. This has been pretty fun, kind of getting back into this stuff with Scott. It's been very enjoyable seeing how much he's gotten into Legos. Obviously, based on a little bit of his collection that he has back here, you can see that he does a fair amount of building. And I've been doing my best to make a point to at least share the bulk of that with everyone. Not to say that we've gotten all of them filmed, but we've at least got a large portion of them. Let's see what we got here. A little bit of a flag. Hey, BFAB, how you doing today? Finally had someone joining the stream. So there, we've just kind of finished off the other side of the building, the lower portion of the ski slope, which is really hard to tell because of all the white pieces and the light, but it's there nonetheless. You been up to much today, BFAB? I'm doing pretty good. I was saying a little bit earlier here that Scott's not going to be joining us today. He is upstairs, nearly ready for bed, just winding down a little bit. So he's gonna be getting some sleep tonight. We've got a real early morning tomorrow. But I wanted to at least get something up because we weren't able to get anything up yesterday. So BFAB, maybe do a lot of the other streamers and stuff have a more of a regular schedule relative to their streams, or do their live streams just tend to be a little bit more impromptu as well? There. Kind of neat how they did a swivel seat on this. They used the, I think they call them a jumper 2x2, and then just put it in the center of a 2x2 tile so it kind of spins. I prefer the, what do you call them, the little round turntable pieces, but these ones work as well. There it is. Over one, up one. Something about getting all these pieces, even the interior ones in the exact position, is something that, whatever reason, I need to make sure I do. Bothers me when something's a little bit out of place. And if you notice it too late, sometimes I think it's just a lot of energy and effort going back and getting it right. Let's see what we got here. Copper. Ooh, other way around. Slipper little pieces. There we go. It's like a little lamppost. So this must be part of the outdoor sitting area, I believe. Guess we're going to go ahead and get it figured out here. Goes on there. Yeah, so we got like a little railing, 1, 2, 3, 4 over. And a little white dot. Pretty confident we're going to be able to get through this today. Beyond that, I'm not sure. I don't know if anyone else has any streaming plans tonight. Might try and jump in someone else's stream after we're done building this tonight, but there it is. Hey, Sally, it's the Modular Winter Vacation set. Box back here. It's one of the 3-in-1 modulars. Kind of set that to the side here. Last stream, we ended up building the first floor of it, the main piece, and just trying to get it wrapped up a little bit tonight. Oh, cool. Like a little owl. Goes on there. Yeah, it's a really cool build. The modular buildings are something that I'm real excited for. I've got 3 of them, I think, right now, which obviously is not a lot compared to what's available. but I felt like it was a good start, and that before I get too carried away with the purchasing of the sets, better start building some of them. So we've got this one. I think I've got the modular family villa, if I remember right, or modular apartments, something along those lines. And then the skate house. Those are the 3 dad sets so far. Somewhere in here is another piece. There it is. So I figure once I get those built, I'll be ready, I think, to pick up another modular type set. And I'm kind of leaning towards getting one of the modular experts, I think. I really like the diner, which I'm pretty sure is still available at the stores, but I guess I don't know how fast that kind of stuff sells out, or if Lego tends to print enough of them. Little owl eyes. I think you have the diner, don't you, BFAB? We got there. On the back, we got one of these. And a little stick. Yes, Sally. All the Legos are definitely something Scott can play with. The only real thing is make a point to, anytime we do play with the Legos, he gets to get them out, and he runs all the sets kind of together. And when we're all done, we make a point to ensure that all the pieces are back with the appropriate sets, because sometimes they get a little mixed up, and then we put them back on the shelf. But that's Legos are meant to be enjoyed, and he loves playing with them, so it would be really hard to deprive him of that. Here we got a little owl, which not sure exactly. Cute little owl's got a little tail on the back. And he's going to sit right here off of the railing. Hey, Saz Toys. And this looks like the first part of, I guess it's not, it's an outside piece, but it's a upper level outside piece. How you doing today, Saz? I think we're good there. Moving on. Thanks. Yeah, this is just the stuff that we've actually done, and by we I mean Scott. This is actually the first set that I have built, aside from those that I built when I was young. The rest of them Scott's done or is in the process of. I know the Lego Ninjago set he's still working on. The Dragon Forge set, we've done 5 of the 7 bags. Maybe there's 8. I think there's 7 though. But yeah, so the modular building lines are going to be the ones that I end up working on. I'm a big fan of buildings and architectural components, so I figured I might as well go ahead and pick those up, and then I can share those things with everybody. I'm not real sure, Sally. I feel like his decision would possibly change every time I asked him. I think last time when I asked him what his favorite set was, he pulled out the little Octane race car. But I know that he really enjoys playing with all the car sets. I actually brought down a car set. We were going to build one of those tonight. I think it's Willie's Garage or something along those lines. But he just got a little too tired. We ended up building a different set because he wanted to do it first. That'll be a video that I get up here in a few days. But we ended up building this other set instead. I think he's going to be real excited. I think based on the junior sets as well, they're a lot easier in terms of the directions for him. He does really good even with, you know, standard directions, but there's something about the juniors ones that I think it's just either a little more clear where you don't have to read into the, you know, the placement of the pieces so much or something along those lines. But he tends to do just a lot better with the smaller ones. They're junior sets, sorry. Something don't look right. Is this not a square tile? It is a square tile. 1, 2, 3. Oh, wrong piece. What do we got? Have you done any of the Speed Champion ones? We have not. I did see that they were like, that's the, I believe you can get like a Mustang, and I think they've got like a Bugatti, bunch of the actual real race cars. Is that what those are, Saz? Barrel pieces. Yeah, he did the largest one that he did 100% by himself was the mythical creature one. I say 100% by himself. He did it all by himself until it got to just the little claws on it. The little claws were kind of hard to get in the holes without Dad helping him. But beyond that, this particular set, he ended up building all by himself, directions and all. Some of the other sets he did by himself. The junior ones, he's definitely all by himself. We did one this morning. It was a monster truck set. That one he did really well on. I think there was only once or twice I had to point him in a really, you know, in a different direction. And sometimes it's interesting. Like he'll pick up the piece because he recognizes that this is the piece that needs to go on. But then instead of looking at the picture to see where it's supposed to go, he just kind of starts looking to think where he wants to place it. So it's really interesting sometimes seeing where he feels like the piece should have gone. And that's kind of how we did some of our mock builds out of one of the little Lego tubs. Just kind of let him decide where they needed to go. But relative to the pictures and stuff, that's usually where he needs my help. Is he'll place it somewhere, and then I'll just kind of ask him. I'll be like, "Oh, is that where the picture tells you to put it?" And he'll kind of look down at the picture, and then he goes, "Oh," and then he'll pull it back off and actually end up going back and getting it in the right spot. But he does really good with them. Couple windows, 3 windows. Got our little second level kind of coming together here, a couple windows on it. My guess is this is going to go right here. Yeah, it's interesting. You can tell almost from week to week sometimes how much he's picking up, because, you know, you'll sit down and you'll do them. And honestly, I think the most of it is his attention span. So, you know, when we first kind of started, which was a couple months ago now, he would sit down and he'd be good for a very small set, you know, little poly bags, 50 pieces, 100% good with that. And then once you started getting a little above the 50 piece marker, which, you know, for his age being 3, was really good, definitely not complaining. But once we started getting above that, you could tell that he started dipping off a little bit. But then today we ended up getting through, I think we did 2 sets today. One of them was 70 some pieces and the other 50 some. And he pretty much did them back to back. Followed the directions the whole time. And after that, honestly, he really wanted to do another one, but it was time for dinner. So we ended up having to go upstairs and eat. And then I think the tiredness kind of started kicking in a little bit, and that's why he didn't come back down to join me for the completion of this build. But he's definitely doing really good about it. Four-year older than. Yeah, him and Clark are both 3. I think Clark is probably younger 3. I don't exactly know. Scott has a birthday coming up in a couple months, so he turns 4 in July. He's really excited about it. I've got a couple Lego type surprises for him for his birthday. I think I shared maybe 1 or 2 of them in one of the first videos. The first videos were pretty rough, though, so I don't know if I'd recommend you go and watch those. But I do have a couple cool birthday-related Lego things for him, so I think he's going to be pretty excited about that. And I'm sure there will be no shortage of Legos in general for his birthday, because Dad is in love with Lego now. I really enjoyed it when I was younger. I used to have one of those. It was like a little plastic case. It was blue. It kind of had like a ribbed side on it. It had 2 little plastic clips that came down over the front. You would lift it up, and it was like a hole cut out into the top of it. And that was pretty much my Lego bin, which, randomly got filled with, whatever kind of pieces we had available, which I don't think we necessarily ended up having a ton of Legos, but we had enough. What did I do here? Feel like we might be missing a piece here. Missing an angled piece. I will have to look around. So last time during the build, Scott was making some little mocks, and it is possible that one of those pieces ended up finding its way to the floor. Yeah, the Lego building is super relaxing. I really enjoy it. Oh, that's got to go right on top of it too. I'm going to keep going as though that piece is there. Oh, no. I see what I did. Okay. We just got to tear apart a couple layers of this. For whatever reason, on that edge, down here, they have an actual square brick instead of a angled piece, which I put the wrong one on again. There we go. We got it. We got it back on track. That makes Dad feel better. Got into Legos. So Saz got into Legos later, as it wasn't really affordable for me when I was younger. Yeah. So Legos is certainly not a cheap hobby or activity. It's something that we've been very fortunate to be able to purchase as much as we have. I do think that I'm a bit of a deal hunter. So this Modular Winter Vacation actually ended up getting from Kmart. There was a coupon going around, and I want to say it was either $15 or $17 off, and I think the set was listed at $25. So the first one, when we purchased it, ended up costing us like $9, and then as soon as we purchased that, another coupon came up for another. I think maybe it was a little less. It might have been $12 or $13. And so that's why I ended up getting the modular skate house at the same time, basically back-to-back orders, because they gave me some crazy coupon right after ordering a set. So ended up picking this one and the skate house up. I know I purchased them both for less than $30. I just don't remember exactly what the number was. Great to see you. That's true, Sally. Model building is definitely a little bit more expensive. That was something I didn't get a whole lot into. I purchased a couple little car kits when I was younger. The glue kits the cars were really nice, really intricate, but then the number of different paints that you really needed to be able to make them look the way that they were supposed to look was a little out of our range. And so, you know, every variant of blue ended up just being blue for us. Every variant of red tended to be a single version of red. And it really kind of took away from how the vehicles ended up looking in the end. But it was fun doing them. I believe my dad, when he was younger, he ended up doing a few model kits. Hey, we got our flags on our building. And placing it right up top. So here, we've got the Modular Winter Vacation. Little ski slope on the front, or the side of the house, I suppose. A little owl and a chair up top. And then for those of you who weren't here yesterday, inside, if I can get some lighting here, we've got a little bit of like a storefront display, a cash register in the middle, and then over on the side over here, we've got like a coffee or an espresso machine. Yeah, I haven't looked into models in quite some time. Not exactly something I'm interested in. I know that that's way too advanced or older of a project for Scott, so wasn't necessarily looking for something to do myself, and yet at the same time here I am building Lego. So I think we just got we're getting close to the end here because our pieces are running out. What do we got? These, one of these. Well, that's kind of cool, like a little fireplace. See how this guy finishes off here. So I was thinking this might be the first part of the Lego city that I have plans to build. Maybe build up a little bit of like a mountainous area and put this on the top of it. I'm just a little concerned that a mountain project for my Lego city as the first element might be a little bit overwhelming. I'm not sure. Do any of you guys have a Lego city that you've put together at this point? Oh, okay. So here we've got a little fireplace. You can see it overly well, but almost there. There we go. Yeah, a little bit. So a couple cool little bricks in there to make it feel like a fireplace. And then apparently it is an outdoor fireplace. Mounts right on the top out here. So when you're sitting in the chair and you put some stuff up on the table, you're nearly roasting it by the fire. Creator sets band mocks. What is a band mock? That is something I have not heard of. Oh, the rest are for these people. Let's see what we got here. So we got a couple skis. Oh, and mocks. Okay. I thought maybe it was a very specific kind of a mock that I hadn't heard of. Got a couple ski poles. So I'm not going to put his helmet on because I think it looks really good inside the building as a little display piece. But other than that, he sits kind of on the top of the building. There's also a little snowboard. Yeah, I guess this just really comes with a few different miscellaneous accessories. So what do we got here? These are all extra pieces. And then her, where's my cup? There's the cup. We'll mount the cup on here. And we'll let her sit down at the table. So overall, the set came with one little winterized tree. It came with a little picnic bench with a cup and a girl sitting down enjoying like a marshmallow or something. And then we've got the actual modular winter vacation building here with the upstairs. It has an outdoor fireplace, a little seat and chair. It's got this really cool little owl I like a lot, and a lamppost. It's got a ski slope going down the side of the building with a couple windows, one of which actually opens. Not that you can easily get to it, but this window right here opens. It's got a front door with a little hanging light post over top of it. A little flag here, which I'm a little surprised they didn't have a print for it or a sticker to go with it. Just something to kind of label the building would have been nice. Aside from that, we've got the inside with the coffee maker, the store display, and a cash register. Yeah, little blue door. And then we've got the cool skier here with the set of ski poles. So we did it. Dad got through his first Lego set. So I think that's probably going to be it for tonight. That was kind of what the main goal was, is to get through it. We got through it. I don't believe we're going to be doing the other 3-in-1 builds on this one. I wasn't overly fond of them. One's the Abominable Snowman, and then the other one's the bobsled course, which the bobsled one maybe is okay, but overall I think the home is really why we got it. So skis should, I agree, the skis should definitely be longer, but we can set him a little test run down here. I think he fell more than skied down it, but so I think that's all we're going to do tonight. Thanks for stopping and spending some time with me. Yeah, hopefully we'll be able to do some more live streams, try and come up with a little bit more of a regular schedule. That way people can kind of expect when to stop in and check us out. Hopefully next time Scott will also be here as well, get a little bit later or earlier, I guess. So thanks for stopping in, and we will, as always, see you next video. Bye.